All right, hello, hello. I think we're actually live now, which is great. We're actually live. How's it going? I'm gonna share this. Share this to the world. Let my team know that I'm streaming. We're gonna play test the week 2 build. This is the week 2 build. We're going on week 3, technically week 2.5, but who's counting, right? Let's look at Discord. Here we go. All right, here we go. All right. We are live on WalterNet Games. So this is the build. A huge difference from last week. And I'll tell you, one of the issues we're having right now is I'm playing the game in the editor, which usually we do not want to do that. We want to play the game as an executable. So had a big fiasco earlier with the live stream where the build wasn't working. We've had a lot of things come into it this week, and so I didn't have the right version of Unreal Engine installed that my engineers were using. So anybody on the team, definitely make sure you are on 5.4. Right now it's 5.4.4. Make sure you're on a 5.4 version of Unreal Engine, or you may have issues. So I'll be playing this in editor. So next week, I sure hope it'll be in Engine. So I did a whole discussion earlier. I showed off all the artwork that has been created in the last 2 weeks. We have had so much artwork done, so much planning, so much design that one of the issues I think we were having as a team is actually we have so much design and none of it implemented in game yet, that we're starting to redesign the design for the sake of redesigning it. And so we're trying to keep things simple. So that being said, we are going to play test our current build and give some feedback to the team. But definitely one of the things we're encouraging this week is for all of the team members to play the game themselves. Leave notes in the Discord of your thoughts, what you think is working with the game, what is not. We do have a new character that is not in this build yet, but I know Zach has been hard at work getting the animations done. So this is a big departure from the last week for sure. The game has been rebuilt and it's feeling completely different. Ryan has been going crazy testing out some new level design. So I'm just gonna play. We're gonna look for bugs, see what issues we have, and go from there. So we're gonna hit play. Here we go, and we start right into the game. No start screen yet. I'm still sliding left and right. I think that's a me issue. So I can hop on those pipes. I'm collecting the coins. There's no sound. The little ping of the ball is actually working really well. The controls feel good. That's crazy. The ball's just flying up there. I would expect those pipe objects to break as well. And I can walk in front and behind of them. So those are pushing me out of the way. So that's the collision on those cylinders. It should be using collision that matches the rest of the block pieces. So I'm not moving behind this is so different than before. I can imagine the pandemonium that would be happening. If we had all the effects and all the juice going. So this is great. So I know when Ryan put this in, he considered this kind of a medium difficulty level. We don't have any effects, any challenges yet. So the idea is when the ball hits the player, is it speeding up? I think it's speeding up. If the ball hits the player, it's supposed to damage the player. Maybe we don't keep that in there. I don't know what to think. I'd be curious what the hot take is. But the idea is every time the ball strikes the blocks on the bottom, it's making things more dangerous for me. Which so far it doesn't feel that dangerous. This is pretty chill. For a medium level, it's pretty chill. The ball's really hanging out up top a lot. I mean, we could put some angled pieces on the roof. But this is such a huge change. One of the opinions I would love to get from the art team is how they feel about the background. Is it too distracting currently? I know this is the forest background. Do those trees feel too big? Would it help if the artwork was kind of split into sections so it looks like it had some depth, even though it's still going to be relatively flat? So just some things to think about. Can we make that background look more 3D, or is it good 2D because it separates the two? I know this is going to be a forest level, so the idea is we'll have some trees and other pieces in it to make it feel more foresty. I can see that cylinder being kind of a log. Score is not working. There's no live meter, so we need to get that in. The ball is, there we go, we died. That's awesome. The ball is bouncing off the coins, so we need to fix that. I would even say just playing with the speed and the size of this level is maybe try slowing the ball down maybe 25%. I like the speed of the character. I'm going to get a new controller so I'm not sliding around. I want to make sure it's my drift that's sliding and not me, not the game. But there, we lost our 3 lives, so it is counting lives. That's interesting. Jeremias, how are you doing? Yeah, this is a huge change. Mackie the Bacon, how are you? Huge update for the game because we're going to retry again. Anyone in the chat, share your thoughts. We'd love to hear it. Here we go again. We did get a sound designer this week, so I'm really excited to get the new sound in. So anyone watching, this is the week 2 build, and it was not easy getting this put together. I'm playing it in the editor, so we will have an update soon that we'll share with the public or share with people that they can play our .itch.io version, because this is an 8-week project, so we want to get as much feedback as we can. Right now, everything it needs is the juice, the counters. We could list them out, but I think a lot of it's pretty obvious. Get the character in is going to be huge, so we can start testing that out, start getting those character animations in. Anything in the play space needs to fit those square grids. So yeah, so Ryan, these cylinders need to be changed because they're pushing me behind. And then I think engineers, we need to make it so the character never goes, can't slide off. So he's just really parented to his plane of existence. The jump height, I think, is feeling really good. The player speed is feeling really good. I say slow the ball down. We're going to get the trail effects on the ball, camera shake. We have a whole list of things to add. So I don't think it's going to behoove me to sit and go over them all. I will say one of the things we went over in the last sprint review is I do want to have all the levels added. So if this is like a middle level or end, this one's going to take a little bit longer to clear. I would love it if well, we already have kind of that idea that the first level will be just a simple gray box level that's maybe half this size. That only has a few of those bricks, like maybe one of these panels. Like here, let me retry it. So this panel that I'm jumping up, maybe just some bricks that size in the middle of it. So it's kind of our test level just to make sure the core mechanic is working the way we want to. I'm really excited to get some sound effects in here. The pickup on the coins, we could just pick those up and they're we could just pick those up and, I don't know, add to the currency of the level, or maybe we have 5 of them in a level, and if you get them all, then you get like a bonus for those or something, maybe an extra life at the end of the level. We can play whatever they are, just give them some incentive to pick them up. It could just be a completionist thing, where if you can beat all 10 levels and collect all 5 coins in every level, like, then you've 100%ed the game. But I'll tell you, this is awesome. This is a huge upgrade. I'm going to fix my controller. I'd say for next week, we're going to be getting all the assets in, more sounds, more effects, and just work on the juice. More than likely, we will be doing the weekly paid playtests, but I know we have a lot of stuff coming in this week, and we only are doing this for 8 weeks. So to my engineers that are listening or artists, I wouldn't mind a weekend build too. if you have time to push it out. We did. Oh, there we go. That worked. That was great. So I know you switched the direction of the ball if it's going on the same horizontal plane a couple times, and then it'll switch a direction. I saw it do that. That was awesome. Almost like it's doing random. Is it randomly angling off some of those? We don't want that to happen. This is huge. This is a huge build update. Here's the question. Do we add more platformy stuff? Should the character be able to jump on something and do damage to certain things? We talked before about having enemies in it, in the game. I don't know. I don't think we'll ever get to that, but it would be interesting to see what kind of like extra hazards there could be, or moving pieces up above that you want to avoid because they'll get in the way of the blocks you're trying to hit. Explosive blocks like in the middle. Maybe they only last so long. Bonus pieces that drop from the blocks you do destroy, like similar to the alleyway of old, where you have like things that might like make your paddle longer. All stuff that we can discuss, but this is feeling awesome. If this had the right juice and our character in it, I could see this is really coming along. Now keep in mind, if we do make a smaller level too, we could I was gonna say we could zoom in on the character, but kind of like the height. Yeah, let's slow the ball down. This is great. So this area specifically, I could see these bridges being larger for a medium level because your chances of dying in these are pretty small, and then the gray ones don't disappear. So I'd almost say make everything underneath me here be ground so it can be completely destroyed. The bridges are just places that'll be destroyed first because they're weaker than the ground when the ball hits them. But overall, this is fantastic. This is great. This is such an improvement. Works with the controller. We're going to have Steam Deck support. So the big bug right now is we're falling off. Having a start screen back in would be awesome. Starting to figure out producers who's going to make the icons for the UI in the system, getting the live states in. A lot of fun quality of life kind of things to add in here. This is great. Jeremiah says, will there be more side scrolling or are they just single room levels? So Jeremiah, the current design is that they will just be single room levels for the first 10 levels we're going to make. I know our designers have really wanted to make it side scrolling, but the problem is we keep adding complexity before we've nailed down the core mechanic. And we're 2 weeks in already. And we were hoping to get this published on early access at week 6. And so maybe we even push that to be a week longer. Everything takes about 3 times as long as you hope it would be. I think playing with that side scroller idea would be really cool. You could even have a section where, I mean, it would be cool even to have a door. Like, so imagine, I'm just going to try and play and talk. So imagine there's a door over here, right? And this could be a smaller level. And this could be how we transition levels. There could be a door right there. And after you complete this level, everything's safe. That door opens. Now I pass through on to the next level. And there could be a little hallway you go through to transition it. I think that would be pretty awesome. And then it would have kind of that story element to it. I actually kind of like that a lot. That would be different than the traditional levels where... Actually, okay. Here's what I think would be cool. Okay. So you clear the level, you clear all the bricks. This has a little moment where this door opens up. You go into a hallway, and then your player pauses for a minute, shows the scores above you and how well you did, and then you move on to the next level, or maybe you can walk back to the original level if you want to replay it to move back. I know, like Super Meat Boy, in between levels, it does kind of like that 2D map you're on, but I love the idea of it all being integrated in one scene. So you go through the door, there's a hallway, and then you move on to the next level. I may write up a design document for that tonight, if that doesn't make sense to the team. Unless someone from the team wants to write up the design document for that as well. But I think if we do that, that'll actually save time. We won't have to create as many loading screens. if we can find a way to just stream the next level or load the next level while we're going into that hallway room that shows the high score. And maybe we'll have bugs for that. Maybe half the room will be destroyed. Like, what if I'm over here and the entire room's destroyed and you clear them all out? I think we'd have to find a way to maybe make the lava benign or dry it out or something so that you're safe to walk through that. Or we make sure that there's kind of a way to always jump to that hallway. I kind of like that. Anyway, this is our current build. This is our week 3 build. We will have a new build on Wednesday. I will be streaming it again here at WalterNet Games on Wednesday evening to play our week 3 build, which is guaranteed to blow your mind. We're pretty excited. If you're a fan of indie game development, please consider supporting this small project and the amazing team who are working on it. We appreciate all the hard work they're doing. We're really excited about it, and hopefully we'll have an itch build for y'all to play. Everybody have a beautiful day, and we'll see you in the next stream.